Hello, students. In this video, we will talk about how legislation has helped us better understand what our national government can do under the existing Constitution. By the end of this video, you should be able to identify how basic legislation has added to our understanding of the Constitution and its effect of our government over time. Since our Constitution is not always very detailed, Congress has stepped in to fill in some of the gaps of our Constitution with legislation. Some of those laws help clarify some of the more basic lines and ideas in the Constitution. And in other ways, Congress has added to what our government can do under the Constitution by exercising some of its powers. There are a number of examples that we can point to, but we'll only look at a couple to make a broader point. Let's first consider a tragedy in American politics when a president dies in office. You might be thinking, well, if a president dies, the vice president becomes president. You're right. And the Constitution does lay some of that out. In Article 2, Section 1, Clause 6, the Constitution says that in case of the removal of the president from office or his death, resignation, or an inability to discharge the powers and duties of the said office, the same shall devolve to the vice president. Well, the duties devolving to the VP isn't the same as the VP becoming president. That little problem was actually settled after Kennedy's assassination. In 1967, the 25th Amendment was added to the Constitution, and that says that in the case of removal of the president from office or his death or resignation, the vice president shall become president. There, problem solved. But wait, not really. What if there's a major tragedy and several American leaders died? The Constitution doesn't say what would happen next. In this case, basic legislation has filled in the gap. The Presidential Succession Act of 1947 establishes what would happen if a number of the members of the government couldn't fill the role as president. You can see the list here on this slide. Here, the gap of who leads the country in the wake of a tragedy or tragedies is answered by basic legislation. This is also a good spot to mention the Commerce Clause. The Congress has used the Commerce Clause to expand its power. And as you can see, though, the Commerce Clause is rather vague. It says that Congress can regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes. Okay. Regulating commerce, what does that mean? Well, the Commerce Clause and its rather vague language has been used to increase the government's power. The federal government, for example, does not have the right to regulate child labor, but it does, and it has done so under the vague language of the Commerce Clause. The Congress has also used the broad language in the Commerce Clause to regulate wheat, even if that wheat was grown on one little farm for food for that one little farmer's cattle. The reason being is that the wheat that the farmer grew affected supply and demand, and thus was fair game for Congress to regulate. Perhaps the most controversial bill in the last couple of decades was the Affordable Care Act, better known as Obamacare. When the constitutionality of that law was challenged in the Supreme Court, the Obama administration used you guessed it, the Commerce Clause in defending the legality of the law. On all of the above cases, we see how basic legislation has been used to increase the power of the federal government, and this has helped us better understand what our government can do under the existing Constitution without amending it. Thanks for watching.